Marvelites, you're watching This Week in Marvel, and I'm Ryan Penagos, a.k.a. Agent M.
And I am C.B. Cebulski, your friendly neighborhood editor-in-chief.
Heck yeah. So every month during 2019, we've been doing our This Week in Marvel Unlimited Reading Club, pulling books that are available on Marvel Unlimited and talking about them together. And so now we're in the 2000s. We're in the aughts.
Yep.
We have survived Y2K. We are feeling good. And I started to think, okay, on the podcast version, we're going to talk about House of M, Civil War, World War Hulk, big event stories. And right now, you and your team, they're in the middle of absolute carnage. We just finished War of the Realms.
Hot on the heels, yeah.
Big, giant, really great events. So I wanted to ask you, CB, for our video version, what makes a good Marvel Comics event?
Wow, it's a great question, and there's a lot of factors that go into it. I think, you and I have been comic readers our whole lives, so we all have the events that we love. And, for me, it needs to be new reader friendly. It has to come in and not assume that the people who are going to come into the event know who the characters are, who their alter egos are, what their relationships are. It really needs to start and build from there. I also think that a key thing is, the inciting incident has to be one that is going to engage people. It has to be unique. It hasn't been something that we've seen before. And I do think that, Marvel is the world outside your window. It's the real world. So it should have some kind of ties or some kind of theme of that time that people can relate to. Relatability is of the utmost key to all our stories and even more important in events.
Yeah.
The third factor for me is cool character interactions that we have not seen before. Marvel's been telling stories for 80 years. It's why we're here, the 80th anniversary. And, you think you've seen every character interact with each other. But, we're constantly introducing new characters. And there's opportunity in these events to bring characters, heroes, and villains together that we haven't seen before. And the more unique and original ways we can do that, the more character combinations that we can create in tension and in fights, but also in personal relationships, possible romances are also very important. And, of course, there always has to be something that spins out. We are a soap opera. The end of the event is not the end of these character interactions. And stuff that are created in the event can be so important to the Marvel Universe and all our readers and the line of books as we come out of them.
Yeah. As you were going through all those things, I was checking them out. Oh, yeah, that makes sense for every single event we talked about. I want everybody to listen to the podcast version, but real quick, you have a favorite memory from either House of M, Civil War, or World War Hulk planning? Because you were behind the scenes and seeing a lot of these.
Yeah, I really have so many fond memories of so many of these, and, fans will be able to hear about them on the podcast, but there was so many great moments in Civil War when we were deciding whose side are you on. I mean, that was the big thing at that retreat when we were planning it, and, we knew it was going to be Tony versus Steve, Cap versus Iron Man, but it was the figuring out on who was going to be on each side and who was going to stand for which side of the argument in the Superhero Registration Act. And it was a heated debate at times, but it was a great debate because we are so passionate about what we do, and I think that the passion that everybody had, including, of course, Mark, who wrote it, and Steve, who drew it, shines through on every page of that event.
Yeah, it's real good. All right, we're going to dive deep into Civil War, World War Hulk, and House of M. You're going to find that wherever you get your audio. CB and I will be back with more soon. I'm Ryan.
And I'm CB.
And this is Marvel,
Your Universe.